Hi, this is Miranda from Custom Crops.
And Natalie.
And we're going to be doing this fun girly project. I know all of you out there, all you women, love to have your girl nights.
That's right, especially since now the kids have gone back to school.
Yep, and this is a fun project so that you can send this cute little invite out to all your girlfriends. If this invitation doesn't get them excited for a girls' night, I don't know what will.
That's right.
I love this. It's designed by Natalie.
Yeah, I was inspired by Sex in the City. It's
oh,
like that cosmopolitan, girls' night out.
Well, what's fun about this cartridge is there's a lot of really cool things that we got to use with this. We got to use some of the new Stick and Stay.
That's
this
the permanent.
the one that you don't use on your mat.
Right.
And then we got to use From My Kitchen, which is a really fun, like, retro type of shapes for your kitchen.
And so that's where we got the
little
the
martini
glass.
glass.
Yeah, it actually is a martini glass.
So we're going to be using those two things. We're going to be using some Cuttlebug and some Nestabilities, some sugar, some Doodlebrads. We're going to be using some paper. What paper line is this?
That is the 7 Gypsies. Well, there's a couple of different ones. There's 7 Gypsies, and then there's also a Heidi Swap paper pack.
And then the plain paper is Cricut.
Yep, the plain paper is from Probocraft.
Okay, well, let's not waste any more time and get started and show them a few steps on getting this card put together.
Yeah.
To start, we're just going to get the base of our card made, and I just have these cut into 5x7 pieces with some fun 7 Gypsies paper and some basil bling here in the middle, and then some little fun yellow polka dotted Heidi Swap paper that is going to go on the back, so that when you look at the invite, that is going to be your back piece, and I'm just going to use a little bit of different paper here, but anyways, we're just going to get started with that. And for the front piece, we have these 2 little yellow sugar brads by Doodlebug that are going to go into the corners here. So that these don't poke out on the outside, I'm just going to put those in first and then apply my back piece. So first, let me glue here. We can glue our top piece on. Have that together, and then I can use a Crocodile. Just always make sure that you're using the smaller hole, because these little Doodlebrads will just move all around if you use that big one. And then down in the corners, poke your holes for your Doodlebrads. Once I have my Doodlebrads in, then as you can see the back pieces here. I'm going to be covering that up with my paper. So I'm just going to add some more glue. Line up my edges. Now have the base of our card ready, and we can start applying all of our fun pieces here.
We've already cut out from the Cricut cartridge the cocktail, or the martini, which is located right here on your keypad. So it's the 3rd column over and 2nd row up from the bottom.
And this was 5 1/4. We had to cut 2 pieces, one with the acrylic that is by Graphics.
Yep, and it kind of gives that like shiny glass look, so it looks like you really have a glass.
And then we have our fun purple here. Same thing, both of these are 5 1/4, the same exact size. And then this one is your shadow, so you just hit the shadow function key, and then as you can see, it's got this little olive here that's sticking out, and you just want to, just with some pair of scissors, cut that olive off. I mean, you could keep it if you want, but for this project, we're going to take it out.
Right. The shadow blackout key or feature is the 1st row and the 2nd column over. So that's so you'll hit that, and then you'll hit your martini glass character.
Okay, so to get started with this, to put some bling in our glass here, we are going to use the purple piece, the paper. And this is where this permanent spray really comes in handy. And we are going to spray our paper.
Yeah, and then I just use that, that's the chunky glitter,
The
right?
chunky glitter. This is really fun. It's very big glitter. And just cover your glass with the chunky glitter. And then all that excess is going to fall off.
Yeah.
And then now you have an even coat by using that spray glitter. It's just going to lay on there perfectly.
And then you can spray your whole piece with the spray adhesive and lay your acrylic piece over the top. And that'll secure down on top.
Just really gives it some dimension. It looks very cool.
And then you're just going to apply that to your shadow.
And again, we're using our awesome Tattered Angels mat here. It's very easy cleanup. And you could always use your stick away to clean your mat to get the glue off.